Okay, so usually I post stuff about music, and even on days I don't, on the weekend or whatever, when I sometimes post about things, it's usually music related. But for this, I don't know. I just wanted to talk for I don't know how long, because I can talk for a while, so we'll see. But either way, as you see from the title, I don't know how many people are going to watch this or who cares, but I just wanted to talk about it for a second. So, with obviously YouTube. Back when I started this whole thing back in 2019, 2018, whatever it was, I was a skinnier man, I will say, just to start things off. So I will say I've always had weight troubles ever since I was a lad, and uh, and I would say in around grade 9, which I would have been like 14 or whatever, that's when I went to the doctors, and I was at, I think, 250. I weighed 250 pounds. And the doctor said, you're going to have a heart attack when you're 40. And I said, well, god damn, Brian, calm down. Anyway, I'm 14. Let's hold the phone. But anyway, so I was like, okay, so I lost weight. I went down. I mean, from then until the end of high school, I went down from like I said, 250, and I was around 180 for a long time. And and that was from like 20. Again, this was like 20. I was 2012. I would have been 14. So between like 2012 and 2016, my whole high school years, I was pretty. I did get small, whatever. And after high school, going into university, I was still about 180, whatever. And my weight would fluctuate. I would go up maybe 10 pounds, whatever, if Halloween came around, especially. I remember that, and I just pigged out on candy for a week, and I mean, I'd gain weight, but then I would lose it. So anyway, but when COVID, of course, came around, and COVID, obviously that fucked everybody up. I mean, good lord, and not just in life, but also in it killed people. Anyway, but and I'm happy to still be here as somebody who had COVID twice. But anyway, the worst shakes I had in my life was through COVID-19. But anyway. But with COVID in 2020, March 2020, when it came through, I was already kind of struggling. I gained some weight, whatever. Because again, you get bored and you eat, and that's the problem for me. I would just, I just like to eat. I mean, it wasn't really, I guess, a mental thing or whatever. I know some people eat when they're sad, and again, I do. I have major depression disorder and all this stuff. I take antidepressants, whatever. But again, it wasn't even I was eating because I was sad. I was just eating because I like to eat and I like food, and But anyway, so that happened, and then actually I was coming around near the end of 2019 or 2020, I should say. And I was trying to eat better, whatever. I did lose some weight, I remember that. And but then my dog Hershey died. And in every video, at the end of every video I do, it's Hershey. It's my dog Hershey. And I got that from another YouTuber I watched, who's a Canadian YouTuber. He has his dog at the end of his videos, and I do believe that his dog passed away, although he does have a bunch of pugs. And anyway, but yeah, so I like that thought. So I started putting Hershey at the end of my videos because he passed away, as a little tribute to him. So and that's, I mean, if you're if you watch, and if you're still watching right now, that's who it is. That's Hershey. Anyway, and he passed away October 29th, 2020. So when he died, then I kind of started eating, because I was sad, and I was just like, well, fuck it. So anyway, and again, you could probably tell. I mean, no one's really said anything. I haven't, and that's what I like about the people that watch me, the people who subscribe or whatever. And maybe it's because we're all adults, I guess, now, and some adults though are they don't act like adults, of course, but I don't see a lot of comments talking about my weight or whatever, because again, I mean, I would still say kind of self-conscious about that, but I have learned through therapy and through I guess other things that that kind of stuff doesn't phase me anymore, I guess, because I was bullied as a kid for my weight and everything. So it's like, well, at this point, I don't give a shit. I'm 26 years old. I mean, at this point, that stuff can't phase you. You gotta, like, I don't know, try to get over that, try to get over people trying to put you down or whatever just because you weigh more or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so but I just wanted to say, and again, I don't get every notification, I guess, from a comment, but everything that goes to my notifications on YouTube, I see. But again, I don't see everything, I guess, because some comments do go unnoticed or something. But either way, I try to see everything. And again, I don't see too many mean comments, like, at all, really. And I mean, one time I did, I remember somebody called me Shrek, which was, again, Shrek is a nice looking fella. He had a wife, he had Fiona, and he had some kids. I mean, he had a happy life. So, I mean, being called Shrek was kind of neat. But anyway, that's like the only comment I can remember of people, somebody talking about, I guess, my weight in a way. And again, I don't even know if he was talking about my weight. It was just, calling me Shrek. But anyway, But yeah, so I just think about that, and I think about how nice you guys have been. Because again, I don't know, I feel like it is obviously noticeable, I guess, in my videos if you watch an old video of mine. Which again, my old videos, the way the music is, sounds terrible and all this stuff. That my old setup was terrible, but I was a skinnier lad. But again, I moved up in weight, and I would say, my highest in weight, because again, I was 250 pounds back when I was like 14 or 15, and now I'm 26, and my highest was about 315 pounds. So I mean, when I lost all that weight, I went down to 180. I gained 100 plus pounds back. I mean, from my lowest to now. Of course, my lowest being 7 pounds 8 ounces when I was a newborn, but I don't remember those days too much. But anyway, when I was 180 pounds, and then now I went up to 315, and even then, I mean, I was like, ooh, I gotta lose weight, and this was maybe a couple years ago, and then I lost some weight, but then again I just kept going on, and again it was just like ever since I was in high school, I haven't really taken my weight seriously, I guess, again, and now I'm trying to do that again. So I got up, I was about 300, I would say like 310 pounds. I didn't check my weight. I checked it maybe after I started, eating better, exercising, whatever. And again, through my job, which is a very, it's a physical job as a school custodian, I might as well say, you got to walk around a lot, you got to clean a lot of stuff, and, you sweat. I mean, right automatically when you walk in, it's like, Jesus Christ, I'm already sweating. And really that job has probably kept my weight down. Cause again, I was eating whatever I wanted. I mean, over the past year, a couple years, again, I've been, when I discovered DoorDash from my sister, that was a new discovery for me. I was like, God damn, I can order food and I could just stay home and wait for it. Holy moly. Anyway, so, I mean, I would eat, Papa John's. I mean, I love me some pizza. I would eat, Papa John's with some garlic butter, and it would be a medium pizza pretty much, and I'd eat it all. I mean, I'd eat all 8 pieces, whatever it was, in just one sitting. I mean, McDonald's, I'd order McDonald's, like an egg McMuffin, and poutine, whatever, as a Canadian, or I'd even order 2 egg McMuffins and poutine and a whatever else I wanted. I mean, again, as a vegetarian, I wouldn't get anything with meat, but I'd get like a meatless Big Mac, I remember, as well. And again, just like every day I would DoorDash stuff, and again, yeah, my weight ballooned back up to like 315, 310. So the last, I guess I'd say, since the middle of May, and I was thinking, because, I still might as well, just being, clear here or whatever, I still go to therapy. I've gone to therapy since, again, like 2019, basically when I started the channel, I guess, really around that time. And I've never really talked about how I wanted to lose weight. I never brought it up to my therapist. Because I didn't know if I want, you have to want to do something, you can't just say it. Because again, I didn't know if I wanted it to, if it was going to happen or not, if I really believed in myself or what. But then I guess, yeah, in the middle of May, I don't even really remember if there's a last straw, my goodness, or not. But I just started thinking, and at this point too, when you're over like 300 pounds, and it's, again, it's over like 50 pounds what your max weight used to be, it's like, well, goddamn, where do I start? Where do I start? And so I was just like, Jesus, this is good. It's going to take forever to get down where I want to be. And that's another problem. It's just, for me anyway, it's just like, oh, the weight's not coming off fast enough. Or even if I check the scale one day and I'm like, it's, still the same number as the day before, I'm just like, oh, well, I could have that point in my head where I'm like, well, fuck it then, it's not working, whatever. But at the same time, I have to remember, your body fluctuates. You can't lose a pound every day. So again, there's that point in my brain, which again, I've talked with, people, with my therapist, whatever, that's not, attainable to lose a pound every day, or to even weigh yourself every day. That's probably not healthy. That kind of becomes an obsession. So either way, I like the title says, but I didn't really say it. I have gone down from about 305, which again, I was probably a little bit more, but by the time I actually weighed myself, after a couple of days of not eating like a pig, I was 305, and today I'm about 274. The last time I checked, which was like a day ago or two, I was down to 274 pounds, because again, I know not everyone uses pounds, but you can transfer that however. But yeah, down to 274, so pretty much a little over 30 pounds gone in about since the middle of May, and now it's what, July 4th as I do this. I don't know when this will be uploaded, but but at the same time, which is pretty good. I mean, to lose 30 pounds in, like almost 2 months in a way. And again, I can tell the difference. And it's weird to say, when you sing in the car, or if you like, and again, as a fan of rap, I will say, or just songs that, have fast parts or whatever, the guy's singing fast or whatever, the woman's singing fast in the song, and I'm singing to it, and I notice that I can keep up now. And it's just kind of silly to say out loud, but yeah, it's just like if you're rapping in the car, singing in the car, and you don't get out of breath. Like I used to get out of breath like easily, and I was just like, Jesus. But now I'm noticing that that doesn't happen as often, which it's just, that's like a tiny thing, but then you notice it and you're just like, damn, okay, I have some breath left. And also, I mean, in t-shirts, I was up to a 3XL in shirts, and I'm wearing, I don't know, this is either 3X or 2X right now, but again, it's baggy, I can tell. It's a Boston Bruins shirt either way. I am a Leafs fan, but Boston kicks their ass all the time, so I said, well, fuck it, I'll buy a Boston shirt. Anyway, but yeah, and I noticed in shirts, like I say, I mean, a lot of the shirts I know, yeah, they're baggy. I was at 2X, and again, I had to go up through a 3X, and again, I'm noticing that 2Xs are fitting me well again, which is just such a nice feeling. I mean, for me though, what really my goal is to get down to an XL again. I mean, and again, it's always nice because they, like stores, I would say in the mall or wherever the hell you shop. At least for me, where I live, of course, I mean, I think the highest size they go up to is a 2XL, which again is hard to find. But usually everyone goes up to an XL. And it's just like if you see a shirt in the mall, which again, it's a small thing, but if you see a shirt that you want and you look at the sizes and they don't have your size, you're like, well, Jesus, it's just like, so then usually I'm buying stuff online. I'm buying shirts online. I bought this shirt online. Yeah, so again, it's just like that whole kind of thing. It's not easily accessible when you're over, I guess, 300 pounds, or when, yeah, you need to take a 3XL. And then I'm just wearing like black t-shirts. Like I used to wear a lot of band shirts, and again, that are like size large. And of course, I don't fit into that anymore. But again, and I know that's not, I don't know what my goal is, I guess I'd say. At least I guess, my goal right now is to go to 250. I mean, again, that's like 24 pounds away, whatever. But my end goal, I mean, what, to go back down to 180, I guess. But again, that's like so far along. But at the same time, it's, as long, I guess the whole point, as long as I know I'm doing well and I'm eating, and again, it's just like, kind of eating like a regular person should, I guess, I remember when I first tried to lose weight, way back when, my doctor told me to stay to a 1,200 calorie diet, like 1,200 or 1,500 calorie diet. Not, don't eat anything bigger than the palm of your hand or something like that. And make sure the potatoes are the size and your meat's the size and whatever the hell. But I just, I remember those tips or whatever. But again, I do try to keep to a 1,200 to 1,500 calorie a day thing. Again, I work my job where, I sweat a lot, whatever, which is very good. I love, where I work because, again, it helps a lot with the weight loss. And also I do go for walks. I walk with my friend, walk with my dog. And again, yeah, so I'm trying, I can tell I'm trying a lot more to, just be healthier or whatever, just feel better. And again, even if it doesn't show on the scale like I want it to or whatever, and again, I'm still trying to do everything right, but again, your body fluctuates, you gain muscle when you're doing this kind of thing too. I just got to remember to not give up, as as John Cena says, never give up. But all that hustle, loyalty, and respect bullshit. But yeah, again, it's just all about, I mean, I guess a better frame of mind, of course. And that's one thing I've noticed too, is just kind of trying to be, I have become, I guess not, would you say happier? I guess, I'm the one talking. But in a way, my outlook on life has changed a bit. I mean, even in the past, again, 2 months or whatever, I do feel, again, different. I do feel like, I can feel a change. And again, because, I mean, 30 pounds gone, yeah, you're going to feel different in a way. And I'm happy about it. But again, I'm not where I want to be. But at the same time, I'm unsatisfied, as the replacements say. But I'm happy where things are going, and I'm happy with where I'm at right now. And again, when I started this whole thing off, when being 315, 305, whatever, and thinking, Jesus, I got a long way to go. Now I'm down to 274, around that mark. It seems like, it seems more attainable, and it seems better, and I feel better, and that's the whole point. And again, just having a better outlook on life. And again, I mean, that's the whole point, I guess. If I look back all the way back 5 years ago when I started, again, therapy or whatever the hell, yeah, I was in a bad place and, depressed, of course, sad. But even today, I mean, again, I still have, some bad thoughts every now and then, but it's not as, as prevalent as before or anything like that. I have the help that I need to, get out of that. You know, music helps a lot, obviously. Games help a lot. You know, just things to keep your mind going. And at this point as well, just to you know, do, I guess, do exercises, whatever the hell. I don't know, just I know what to do to get my mind off of, you know, food, I would say, too, because again, I still have the cravings, especially at nighttime, which eating at nighttime is obviously, that's, you know, a killer. And again, you know, my weapon of choice was usually like cereal or something at nighttime, or even again, door dashing, because I think it would go on until at least midnight where I was. So I'd come home and, you know, DoorDash, or I'd come home from work, and then to go to Burger King. And I mean, again, I wasn't even hungry. I would just go there because, I mean, I know the woman there. She knew me because I went there so many times. And again, you know, I don't know, you develop a friendship through that. And it's like, oh, well, I'll go to Burger King tonight, whatever. But again, I wasn't even hungry. I didn't even eat it. So again, I'm getting over that kind of stuff, those obstacles. And I can feel the difference. And I don't know if that comes through in the video or not. I mean, my head is still pretty big. I mean, goddamn. But you know, you guys never really see the rest the rest of me, I guess. But yeah, I am down, and I was, you know, again, getting pretty self-conscious when I would edit videos or something like that, when I was getting up, you know, to my higher weight. And I was like, well, goddamn. So anyway, finally, I was like, I got to change something up. So I did, and now I'm down 30 pounds, and it feels good. I feel good, and you know, yeah. So, and I feel better, feel healthier already, and yeah. So I guess that's all I wanted to say. I mean, this is, yeah. I said I don't know how long this is going to be. Now we're at almost 17 minutes, as I see here. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. And again, I don't know what else, you know, I don't know what words of wisdom to give anybody. I don't know. But, you know, just again, if you aren't happy, or even if you are happy, I mean, continue doing what you're doing. It's all about, you know, you as an individual and how you feel. You don't got to copy, you know, other people you see. And again, that's one thing, that's one big thing, you know, I would compare myself to others, and you know, and obviously that's not healthy. You know, you got to love yourself, no matter what you look like, who you are, whatever. Unless again you're somebody like a Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, you shouldn't really love yourself, but you know, just be a nice human being, and just be happy in your own skin, no matter what it is. And but for me, I wasn't happy in my own skin. I wanted to change something, and I have so far. And I got to stay on that train. I got to not break that. And I feel like I have the what's the mind over matters thing, whatever. And I feel like I have the mood and all that to continue on this track, and to, you know, not go back to where it was. So anyway, and again, and it's been 4 years since my dog died, but that's still a big thing where I miss him so much. And you know, that was a big part of me eating again. And even, you know, I think about my family saying, are you over his death? And it's like, I don't know, because he was my little friend, you know, he's like my best friend. And I still have my other dog, but and she's getting older, so it's like when she passes away, you know, again, am I going to go through all that, you know, hurt again? But either way, that's all, neither here nor there. Either way, I'm in a good place now, and yeah, and I'll continue on to you know, be on this journey, I guess, this weight loss journey or whatever. But we'll see what goes down. So yeah, anyway, I guess that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for you know, staying with me if you watched through this whole thing, just to talk about my life and some updates, whatever. So anyway, yeah, no music talk or anything, although I guess I did mention a couple bands. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, and again, thank you for all the nice comments. Again, I don't see much hate at all about, and again, as on my body. And again, I don't think anyone gives a shit about me. When they're watching a music reaction, they just think about, oh, this guy got this song all wrong. And which I get, you know, if you love a song and I go through it, you know, I don't get anything, and you're just like, well, Jesus Christ, this guy's an idiot. I can understand that. But again, I haven't seen anything about people saying, oh, this guy's a fat piece of shit or whatever. So it's just nice. So anyway, thanks again for everything and for watching. I love you guys. Oh, goodness. And I'll talk to you guys again soon.